Kamala HQ is turning into headquarters, and it's where you can go online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great, courageous leaders.
Real, new and improved Kamala Ramblings. Speaking of things we don't like, we did a closing time, and I don't like, you know me, I live by a code.
Yeah, like a pirate.
It doesn't make sense, don't get me wrong. And it's horribly inconsistent. Okay. But it is a code, nonetheless. We did a closing time on Kamala Harris, and I don't want to address her again. But we have to, because yesterday, for the first time since election 2024, Kamala HQ posted this on X.
That's interesting.
Huh.
It's a terrible password.
Yeah, and you said that's interesting.
Well, that is interesting, because if you notice, the one fake password is the babysitter is weird.
Yeah.
Is she talking about her husband having an affair with his babysitter and getting divorced?
Right. Yeah.
That would be a weird thing to...
It's just a weird password.
It is a weird password. I'm not sure what it's referencing, but the only thing I can think is her husband having sex with his babysitter.
Yeah. Exactly right. And I don't know if you know, but she likes the men, and she likes to be involved in affairs. She's done quite a few of those.
Mayor and higher, though. She
Yeah.
has standards.
She's babysat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Meaning she was incredibly promiscuous with married men.
Yep.
No, she would have been a great model as first female president for your daughters. Hey, you see that, sweetheart? Mm-hmm. If you sleep with disgusting men in their harem, you too can be president of the United States. All you have to do is sleep your way to the top. Isn't it great? You can be a whore and president.
Hey, it's not that simple. They have to have power. The men have to have power.
That's true. They do have to have
They can't just be any geek off the street.
So, sweetheart, make sure you're a whore for the right person.
Yes.
That's the lesson here. Daddy loves you.
At least mayor.
And they followed it up, by the way. They followed it up just this morning with real, new and improved Kamala Ramblings.
Madam Vice President, what's going on with Kamala HQ?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. I have good news. So Kamala HQ is turning into headquarters, and it's where you can go online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great, courageous leaders, be they elected leaders, community leaders, civic leaders, faith leaders, young leaders. I'm really excited about it. So stay engaged, and I'll see you
We
out
were
there.
hanging
Thank
out
you.
in a parking lot.
And just to hedge her bets, after that, she immediately proceeded to fillet Mayor Jacob Fry. And open a purple suit store, because you have to have a contingency plan.
Do, yes.
So to give us a little more insight into this teaser, we welcome, many people don't know this, her father is Donald J. Harris. And so we
Hilarious.
welcome Kamala Harris's father, Donald J. Harris, to the show. All right, Mr. Donald J. Harris, thank you for being here. Can you see me, hear me, sir?
Yeah, man, wagwan.
Okay, what are your thoughts on your daughter's potential comeback?
Come back? No, man. Me daughter's more of a come front kind of girl.
And by that, you mean?
Oh, hey. They don't call her downtown Willie Brown for nothing, man.
Wow, that is very on the nose. I think I know how this is going to go. What do you make of this teaser, though, from Kamala HQ?
Me daughter been called a lot of things, but a teaser is not one of them.
I'm afraid to ask, but what do you mean by that?
She been called a sleazer, she been called a pleaser, but never been called a teaser. She been whipping her coconuts out since the 1990s.
Oh my, that's your daughter, Mr. Harris. It's awful to hear you say that. It kind of sucks.
You want to know what really sucks, man?
I can guess where this is going.
Me filthy whore of a daughter.
Okay.
That's why it's called Kamala HQ, because she is the head queen.
No, that's enough. Twilmington, cut it. And here is a sad state of affairs.
Oh, yeah, very sad.
According to Kalshi, Kamala still remains the leader for, according to Rasmussen, 2028, she is at 34%, Newsom is at 20%, Shapiro is at 10%, but then the Kalshi odds don't have her quite as high. Here, if you can remember that, Newsom is at 31%, Kamala is at 8%, AOC is at 8%. That's still just an awful state of affairs.
It really is.
When people say, I didn't leave the Democrat Party left me. Just look at that list. Gavin Newsom, Kamala, AOC. We could toss some other people in that mix. We could toss Elizabeth Warren in that mix. Let's toss Governor Whitmer in that mix.
Yeah.
Like, can you name me one who isn't radical? Can you name me one where you could find the daylight between their views of the world and Antifa? Genuine question.
Fetterman. He's not a candidate for president.
Yeah, but they hate him.
But they do hate him.
They hate him.
But you know what? I think that would shake their world if he showed up on that primary stage. Just boom, boom. The whole earth is shaking and just.
I wish he would. He would take them to task more than a Republican would probably in a debate.
Imagine that. They would be shown up by a guy in a hoodie who had a stroke.
Yes. He probably wouldn't halfway know where he was.
I think he would steal votes. He would steal GOP votes.
Yeah.
In a general election,
by being really reasonable, like he would go, look, I'm pro-choice, but I think that this policy is pretty ridiculous. I mean, we're talking about kids who are like 8 months old, whatever it is. He'd be like, look, I think that I don't like Donald Trump, but I think he's done some good things for the economy, and I think it's a good thing that evil dictators are out of power. And they'd be like, what do we do here? We didn't have a plan for this. And Kamala Harris was like, I don't know what to do. I'll resort to instinct. And
then Fetterman has another stroke. That's mean. I shouldn't have done that.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. It's going to come back to get me.
Hold on. Is there like a silver lining to this that we're missing? Like they changed Kamala HQ to headquarters. Are they trying to get rid of her by removing her name from it?
I don't know.
Is that a positive thing?
I think you're reading too much into it, Joe.
Yeah, maybe you're reading too much into it.
You're going to hear from a lot of people, not me. They're pushing me out the door.
Yeah. Well, they should be.
Hopefully.
Because she's a drunk.
We'll see.
And a whore. Just my opinion.
2028, sponsored by Captain Morgan.
Just my opinion. You guys can comment below if you think it's out of line. When I think Kamala Harris, I think drunk whore.
Vote drunk whore 2028.
That's my opinion. That is my opinion of Kamala Harris. You think it's sexist? All right, fine. Oh, you're still here, which is a miracle in the age of Instagram and shorts. I think you have some shorts up there. You have an attention span that is longer than that of a fruit gnat. So thank you. I'm glad you probably would like it a lot more if you actually head over and subscribe on Rumble. I'm live there 5 days a week, 11 a.m. Eastern, where free speech is still alive. Go to Rumble. Get off the social media ghetto that is YouTube, with a lot of homosexual activity here on YouTube. There may be some on Rumble, but I haven't seen it.